super geil, richtig, super geil, ich find's super geil.
Every day. Why is it that I must have like a, not that I'm trying to get Matt out of there, just the gas line out of there. I do that every day. Sorry that you guys see that. What are we looking at? Something new from Bent Paddle, extra baked.
I was going to make a comment. I just did.
Barrel aged stout with chocolate, coconut, and vanilla flavor. Now it's kind of funny because this is like an 8. It sounds like an 8.3% version of their double black, except for they're actually calling this a stout and not calling it a porter, which is.
Ooh, it smells thick and creamy. I mean, I don't know, but it smells thick and creamy.
You know, usually tell you're onto something when the head is almost the same color as the beer itself, and I'm pretty sure I don't need to waste our flashlight time on this one, with the exception that this is the cool glass that does this. Oh my God. Cobra, I missed an opportunity last night. Made up a batch of chili. Schweitzer was here because David Brown, I know, crazy Scotsman, you're going to be pissed off. David Brown was here for his second go-around with Christine last night. It was a really good show. And Steve Schweitzer wanted to be here. They've been friends for a long time but have not had the opportunity to meet. And I asked Steve if he was hungry because the crock pot was still on, and he's like, oh. He goes, I'm not going to say no to your chili. So an hour after he left, he started messaging me. What the hell was in that chili?
Better sip up. You've been talking a lot. Scotsman's gonna get on you.
I just turned my bathroom brown. I'm like, oh.
That's my chili.
I'll put it like this. I took a shit, and then 10 minutes later, I took a shit. I only had one bowl, one modest bowl. I smell the coconut. I
kind of can taste it, actually, now that you say that.
I smell the coconut and the vanilla, and cheers to being belated.
Yes, it's good.
Oh, that is milky. Well, good God, just look at the look at what gets stuck to the side of the glass.
This was a good pick from you.
Ooh.
Nice job, kid.
Meal team. It was between this and a 10% IPA from Avery. Now, I've been very happy with stuff from Avery, but I think I would take a questionable stout over a high-end IPA. Now, there's a couple. Now, maybe I'd be disappointed all these years later, but...
all these years later.
Chris sent me, must have been 6+ years ago, maybe even more, sent me a couple of bottles of something called Piney the Elder. Never seen it around here. I haven't seen it anywhere since he sent it to me, and that was one of my favorite IPAs that I've had.
Really?
But like I said, I think Smile Money pointed it out. I could probably go back and review stuff that I might have given a high score, and it might go the other way. And I could review stuff that I gave a shitty score, and that might go the other way, depending on where your taste is functioning. Now, I brought 2 of these for each of us, but at this moment in time, it might be going 3 of these for each of us.
We might not be going to anything else.
Otherwise, My latest, there's nothing to show you.
When you walked upstairs, I did start getting a little heat in like the back of my throat, but it's
the only thing.
Again, there was no flavor, and it was way in the back. Like it wasn't hot, but I mean,
it's almost coming
you
off.
kind of get the tingly.
It's almost coming off more as just like a fast little burn, like maybe your back of your throat's irritated. Something that Joey has happen a lot.
I thought he'd be used to that by now.
Well, you know, I was listening to I think it was Hot Wing, Free Beer and Hot Wings show in the morning.
Yeah.
And they're talking about dentists and people in that trade that see the inside of your mouth can always tell when somebody has been. Evidently, you get bruising on the top back of your palate. Now, if that's the case, that's the person that you want as a keeper right there.
I gotta go be a dentist just so I can see who's taking one for the team.
Well, it's like, oh man, I tell you, the top and back of your palate is just completely ripped to shit.
What are you doing tonight?
What are you doing? Hey, hello, how you doing? Otherwise, this batch of peanuts was another one of those bags from Porter's, and I added about a quarter of a cup of the Creole seasoning. If you don't know what that is, you can get it on Amazon if you can't get it at your own store. A lot of Cajun cooking uses it. I think it reminds me a little bit, because it's very high in sodium, it reminds me of like Lori's seasoning salt with a little bit more flavor. A little bit of, I probably had a tablespoon plus of onion powder, and then I had 4 of those dried Reapers. And I have to say that I put the 4 Reapers in, I started it, and then Wade said, weight the bag down with your trivet. So I went back and I did that. Then I went upstairs and Christine was getting ready so we could go run our Saturday errands. And I told her, I said, I put 4 Reapers in. She goes, oh my God, are you sure you want to do that? And up to that moment in time, I was 100%. I was a great idea. And all of a sudden I'm like, well, I don't really want to waste, like a $9 plus bag of peanuts, but yeah, I'm committed to it now. So he's had it. I would say he has a higher tolerance for heat than Steve Schweitzer. Steve Schweitzer had some last night, and he goes, you know what? He goes, when we were standing here eating them, he goes, I didn't notice the heat at all. He said, but when I stopped, he says, just like you said, just a little bit of a warming on the back of your throat. So next time I do it, I'm probably going to pick up my game. I'm going to stick with 4 Reapers, but I think I'm going to go with a little bit of the suicide sauce from Satan.
You know what I was thinking when you went upstairs, like different things you could put in it. Maybe like a smoke sauce too.
Oh,
that might be. I might have to do a batch and just. Like some kind of Louisiana seasoning, like some real Cajun stuff. That would be really good. Maybe something smoky.
Hey, pre-dawn. Oh, yeah. See, that's the plus. I mean, it's kind of like Bob Ross. It's your own little canvas. Yeah. It's like Wade said. Wade goes, now you've established a benchmark. I didn't feel... here's one thing I'm noticing about doing these peanuts is I'm not even sure you can over-season a peanut.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you right now, when you open a peanut that's filled with the broth or the liquid, and you do that, I do notice the burning a little bit sooner than if it's just the peanut. Yeah, because you're actually getting the brine. The peanut just doesn't, I would say the ones with the most flavor that I've had so far were those ones from Texas. But the payoff is, by the time you've got that much flavor into it, it's extremely mushy.
Yeah. A little smoked string cheese here.
It's got a little pregame going on.
A little pregame. You're all sorts of prepared today.
Sharky, just for you, I got the house gun for the weekend and knives. I was showing Matt the dividend one, and then I showed him a picture of the one with the wicked looking blade, and then I told him, I said, what I really like about this knife is it reminds me of one of my favorite knives, and that's the Kershaw Leek. And as you can see, they do have a fair amount of resemblance, except for, I tell you what, just like he pointed out, this one probably has the most Coach put me in. I'm ready to go. The Leek here is also spring an assisted, but it certainly doesn't have the boom, bang, whatever, $5, put it on his tab. So, but again, I still ask the question, why did Kershaw produce two significantly different knives with the same name? They're both called the Dividend, but the other one is the one that has the aluminum scales like this guy, and it has that wicked blade. Why would you not have called it something different, or even called it the Dividend 2?
Or Extreme.
Doesn't it make, yeah, the Dividend Extreme. I mean, kind of makes it a little confusing, because I made the comment that I wanted that knife, and Clyde was the first person that sent me a link, and he sent me the link to that knife, and I said, that's the Dividend 1. The Dividend 2 is the one with the, well, actually I was showing it to Matt. So, as you can see, it's the handle resembles each other, but this one is aluminum, and it has that absolutely insanely cool looking blade. But the only thing that changes is the product number. I don't know why they
So,
go back to her.
did I tell you about what I did this week? It wasn't really like anything I did crazy, but what I thought was going on. The impeachment trial started. I'm going out fishing or whatever I was doing. I put the news on, and all I see is the riots at the Capitol. And I'm looking, and this shit's saying live on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? The impeachment trial first day. They're doing this shit again. Like, oh my god, this is looking horrible. I might have to go home and get locked and loaded here pretty quick, you know? Like, Jesus Christ, is this really what's going on for the impeachment? After about 6 minutes, they stop the video, and I see, no, that's the video they put on for the court trial.
Yeah, but, well, if you were following it, you followed it more than me, because all I got was snippets through the Rush Limbaugh show, through my morning show, through Sean Hannity, and they're like, they literally the Demorats literally edited it to make it look as incriminating as they possibly could.
Well, it wasn't even incriminating. They were showing it. They were showing it They made it just to look horrible. Yeah, it was horrible and horrific what happened, but that doesn't show anything of Trump's involvement. That whole video was nothing but like cherry-picked clips of like the worst scenes that happened at the Capitol. So then the next day I laughed, because then the next day the defense attorney did that too, just to show them like what they were doing. So he goes and shows all the Democrats throughout all summer saying fight, fight, fight. Like you hear fight, the word fight, like 1,000+ times in this little video. And then saying how Kamala Harris is bailing people out, how they're saying people are reacting and they shouldn't stop. They should, it's not going to stop. So he played all that, and he goes, none of them are in trouble. None of them are getting impeached. that's freedom of speech. Now, I might not agree with the things that they said, but they said it. And now you're charging Trump for inciting a riot when he didn't say nothing like any of these people? I laughed. He only used 2.5 hours of the 16 hours he had for defense. They were talking about witnesses, and then they voted. He's like, that's fine, we can do witnesses. And because the defense kind of, or the Democrats figured they were going to lose after a certain point. You know, it wasn't looking good for them for what people were saying they were going to vote. Well, then they were talking about putting on witnesses, and the defense team's like, yeah, go ahead. I got a list like 100 plus people, you know, I want to bring in for witnesses. Nancy Pelosi, AOC, you know, like all these fucking people that, oh, now you're going to have to go under oath. AOC, you know, tell us about your account at the Capitol, you know. And then Pelosi, supposedly her knowledge, pre-knowledge of this stuff.
Yeah, the Capitol Police came to her and said, we need more help, and she refused to give them help.
Yeah. I was kind of chuckling and watching some of this stuff. Well, now Andy Kumar was telling you about that. I wonder what the New York boys are thinking about that. They got to be kind of happy that he's getting attacked finally.
Yeah, people in New York. What about your fearless leader? What a douchebag.
I don't think any Dems are going to be coming to his help either. He's going to be left on his own to defend.
Yeah. Once again, I know Democrats that are shaking their head going, this is why I voted for Trump. And I personally, I hope some libtard Democrat hears me say this. How's that working out for you? I really feel bad for you that if you were one of the people that your union said, vote for Biden, and now you just got your pink slip and you're not working because there are these complete psychopath anti-Americans who are, I'm sorry, oil is the lifeblood of the world, not just our country. So when these full-on retards try to do what they can to jeopardize our economy, I mean, look what's happening already. Some of the lowest gas prices have been over the last 4 years of Donald J. Trump.
I heard a good one. Gas prices are creeping up faster than Biden on a 12-year-old girl. That was kind of horrible, but I thought that was funny.
Oh, that works. I suppose we should get to some comments. Smile Money. Let's see. Let me make sure. Rich says, cheers clubbers. He missed out on the club, but we're acknowledging. Smile Money with his new wow was actually the first. Ninja says salute. Thank you. I was resting my eyes and the notification startled me. Patriot says laugh out loud. Patriot says first being second. Then he says don't. Oops. And then Frontline says top 5 being third. Blue Healer with 3 thumbs up. Huh. What's that third one? He's fourth. EMT Railfan just doesn't give a shit and says first. Meal Team, Trump acquitted. Trump 2024. Yeah, Mr. 27 says, what a shocker. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I should have worn my... I think I have a shirt that says Trump 2024 on it, but this one Christine had I had put it in a pile to wear, and then Christine buried shit on it, and then the pile fell over, and I was like, well, there it is. I have to have this shirt. Blue Healer, nice brew, babe. Thank you very much.
I think you did well picking that one out today too.
I think this was Jeff. I think this was Jeff. Blue Healer again, listening while checking heifers. What are you checking? Uh-huh. Gun Wild. 7th commenter, bitches. Clyde, 9th whiskey and revolution for all. Trump, 2nd time acquittal champion. Oh,
I got a picture of that.
The memes that are coming out.
Trophy. The 2-time. Oh yeah.
You know, Christine was telling me that they're already planning some more lawsuits.
Yeah, the liberals were gonna start charging them now.
Jesus God.
That's what I heard.
You fucking retarded douchebag, anti-American. You just give it up. Give it up. They've done nothing for the last 4 years.
Well, you know why they're so upset, don't you?
Because they're losers.
Well, yeah, they lost, but now they can't even go cry on their pillows because they're shunning the My Pillow. So now they don't got nowhere to cry either.
Shots.
I heard, so, you know, Nancy Pelosi said, if Trump doesn't get, whatever, if he doesn't get, impeached, I'm quitting, or I'm retiring. You remember that? She said that over this past summer or something?
Uh-huh.
There's a post going on with her saying that, and the guy from the Caddyshack, we're waiting. I fucking loved it.
Okay, well.
What do you mean, okay? Well,
we gotta do a whiskey.
What do you mean? What do you mean a whiskey?
This or this.
What's that?
Clyde.
Yeah, whiskey. What's what or what?
These 5 qualify, but these 2 are probably or there's that one.
I brought that over too. I don't know if you remember.
That's the Game of Thrones one.
Yeah, that's the Lagavulin. Yeah, go ahead.
Just get a straw.
That's honestly, I think that's for the price. That's the best buy I've found yet. You dummy, there's a thing right here.
There's also the little Ripper thing right down there too.
Yeah, it's right here.
And down here. See? Right there they have it.
Well, then damn it.
They have multiple
It's
options.
taking you so long. You're struggling.
Oh, it's going to be a neck pour though. You can have that one. Okay, how come this doesn't change that?
Let's roll it a little bit.
This one. Oh yeah. Got your coveted shot glass. I've been rolling on the Florida one from Jules.
Yeah?
Now, because well, you don't have to, but we will be playing Bottle Ship.
What do you mean bottle ship?
You haven't been following along with the fun?
I'm sorry I haven't. I've missed the past week. I haven't been out in the ice shack. It's been so cold. I've been doing other things.
Okay.
Oh, did I tell you I had my... Yeah, I did tell you. My auger blew up too.
Yes.
Well, it was free for miles, but I got a new one.
Don't let me forget. Jeremy sent all the pictures. Basically,
All the pictures.
yeah. For the you know what.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay.
And all of the things that go with it. He'd like it to be a one.
All right. We'll look at that later.
Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh. You played Battleship as a kid.
Yeah.
Well, we're playing Bottle Ship. So I'm not going to point, so I don't want someone to see where I'm pointing to. But I have created a 5-position, the battleship itself. I have 4 or 3 ships that are 4 spots, 3 ships that are 3 spots, and 2 ships that are 2 spots to cover the 30 bottles. So people are calling out shots, like for instance.
Oh my gosh! So then you got to drink it and play. If they hit, you got to take a drink.
Yesterday, where was the day? Yesterday, Den Scourge called a 6. That was a miss. So as you can see where the ships are.
I got you.
Right now, there's only been 1 hit, and evidently people are forgetting about it. So, and then each position is a different bottle.
That was a great idea. You didn't come up with that. Who did?
Not half.
I was gonna say that was not you. Oh, but no, that's kind of cool. Get people more involved, and is that just for you to take more shots or what?
Well, I was hoping it'd be less shots. The problem is now more people are involved.
More people are calling out.
And then what I'm planning on doing is the person that sinks the ship is going to, I'm going to put their name on a little piece of paper, and I'm going to put it in the Millennial Cup. And when this game is over, I'm going to draw a name, and someone's going to get a prize. So
let me take a quick picture of that. I'm going to be typing in.
Wow, Matt got another one. Son of a bitch!
I got all 4 ships.
He hasn't even had a miss.
Fuck! Don't even worry about drawing, Eric. I got it.
You got that scene where you're hanging from ropes. And you hear dun 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 dun. And he's like got his little mini camera. You know what? That could probably be seen. These people
Why don't you fold it down one?
People
put
with
a piece
these
of paper over the top.
Well, that's good now. These people with these like $2,000 video cards. Of course, now video cards, thank you, you fucking Bitcoin miners, have gone through the roof. Now, me and Johnny Watson were talking about this. How? I don't understand. The most relevant part about building a computer for bit mining is your video card, more than your processor. Somehow that makes no sense to me. Then again, Bitcoin makes no sense to me. Oh, that's right, we got a neck pour of Lagavulin. Oh, it just smells
I don't
good.
care if it's the neck or the body on this one.
Kind of like that one.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't mind her neck, but I'd prefer the body on that one. Just saying.
She looks a little high test.
That's alright. It's kind of like, going out and taking out a brand new Harley that's like $40,000. Just take it for a ride. I'm sure as hell never going to buy one, but it'd be fun to cruise. That one seemed to have a little bit more bite than I'm used to, though.
Yeah, a little, kind of snaked at the end. Little,
It really did.
little dingleberry on the back of the throat on the way past.
Do you know that feeling or something? Getting
Joey tells me. Little mushroom stamp on the back of your palate. Didn't Scourge, G1 for Gun Wild 1. G1. G1 is a miss. And I'm gonna put.
go.
I try to put the person. Didn't Scourge. I try to put the initials of who's made the calls. Like he's there. Zeus had a miss there. Harmarsh had a miss there. See, there's a lot of misses, but I'm not even gonna say anything. Let's just say those soldiers are getting some water splashed on them.
See how much they pay attention.
Well, I think yesterday we had 3 of you all called A6 after Dinscourge had it first. So, if you just look through the comments, you realize that you wasted a turn.
Kind of like Wheel of Fortune, calling out the same letter twice.
Yeah. Mark, Musical Bullet. The next batch is going to melt titanium. Oh, I can't wait for those Reapers, Mark. Thank you.
You barely touched any of the ones they give you this time.
I still have shit in the freezer. I mean, I try to use it, but then Christine was growing me peppers. I mean, I was, for a few days in a row, I'd go out to the garden and come back with a 1-gallon zip bag with decent amount of shit in it.
Well, you know what you should do this year then is...
Can you imagine the peanuts, though? Just cut up fresh peppers and...
You gotta maybe cut down on some of the peppers. I know you love them, but try to grow something else because you have so many peppers, already from years before. You got, what, 2 years of peppers, don't you?
Oh yeah, but we were planning on dehydrating, and so I get the most use out of the powder.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm actually almost out of this year's powder, because I gave a lot of it away.
Because Mark's fucking peppers are like small little nuclear devices.
I forgot how I even turned mine into powder. What the hell, you dehydrate it? And then, what did I do to crunch it? I can't remember.
They used your grinder. I don't know, they recommend you just get one of those cheap coffee grinders.
No, I was going to use a grinder, but I didn't, because I was going to have issues with that if I did.
Well, I know you don't want to do it inside. Mark will remind you quickly.
No, I know. I did mine. Remember, I did mine out in the garage, and even when I opened the door, I'd just start crying.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I wouldn't cry that bad because I was expecting it, but yeah, your eyes would tear up instantly. It was.
Brad says 69th again, almost as cool as someone we know. Smile Money. I kept my eyes closed, waiting to make sure I did not hear Matt's voice. Yes, he was more time to do research. You doing research?
I forget what I was doing research on. I don't know.
Gunwild. No hat trick for Man Cave Matt. Smile Money. Do you have to make every social platform like Fagbook a soapbox? I remember when it was just a way to pick up chicks in college. Poke this.
What was up before Facebook, though? Wasn't there... Oh, MySpace and shit like that?
MySpace, yeah. Yeah, that went under. I think MySpace had the opportunity to buy Facebook, and they passed. And now, look how that worked out for them. Poco Loco says Joey still uses it for that, but for dudes. Rich Huff says cheers all. Harmarsh says cheers Rich. Poco Loco, Steve Crowder filed a lawsuit against Facebook. I guess it's going class action. Oh, that would be great. I'd sign that.
I heard about his lawsuit for a while, but I didn't know it was... I guess it was going class action.
Poco Loco says I need to find some sticks for the G17 as well. I'm told it's better to use factory though. Well, I can tell you for Project Alicia, I have some aftermarket transparent ones that run just as fine, but I need to get a hold of at least 4 factory happy sticks because those base plates are designed to work specifically with those. So, and I found 2 places. NIHAP sent me a link to one, and Jeremy today says that Palmetto State Armory has 33 rounders. Then Scourge, how about 1 total? If you're late and ended up in the club, you still get 1 shot. Yes, I did discuss that yesterday. It doesn't matter. Somewhere between when I start and when I end, you get 1 shot at the ships, the bottle ships.
Oh, so everyone only gets 1 guess?
Per day.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not like you can...
Like, you might not have enough friends for this game yet.
It's not like you can start... It's not like you can start with A6 on your very first one and then 10 comments later.
Just go through the whole list.
Just keep going through it. So, yeah, and I don't care if a guess happens in the Two-Hearted Ed Club to the Sunny Slopes so long ago, Justin. It's just one per brew review. Poco Loco, I was with you all the way up to the garden hose dying part. What? NIHAP says 86 equals get rid of 46. Biden 46 president, duh. That's what the shirt means.
Oh, you got another new one or something?
Yeah, 86-46.
Yeah.
86.
Well, I've heard 86. I mean, people get 86 out of the bars all the time.
No, I'm. The only problem with getting rid of Biden
is who's next on the list.
is we'd get cunholus. So if we have to, we have to get rid of the fraudulent administration. The truth is already out there. That's why all these loser companies. I just love the fact that Mike Lindell's MyPillow is thriving beyond what it was. So some of these stupid ass companies that are like, we're not going to sell your pillow here. Guess what? I'm not going to shop in your fucking store.
You tell him, Eric.
Yeah. Chris was looking over the list and she goes, I don't have a problem not going in a single one of these. These are all loser stores in the first place. The only place on the list that we ever frequent would be Kohl's.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I personally ever get there is I think they usually have the best deal on decent shoes. But I'd be happy to spend $10 more to not give Kohl's a dime of my money.
Eric, when the fuck's the last time you've gone and got a bought a pair of new shoes?
This summer.
No shit?
Yeah, I'm wearing them at work right now.
Oh, you never seem to. Your shoes look like frickin' Jerusalem cruisers from goddamn ancient times.
Yeah, well, this is true. Multi-gun man. Duff beer. I remember that. Miss 27.
Oh, yeah, Duff beer. That's from Simpsons.
Simpsons. Then there's, Puppy? Is it Puppy Beer from Letterkenny? You ever watch that series?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have to give kudos to Lily. She's the one that recommended Letterkenny. And, oh my God. 2 episodes in a row. Season 3, episode 3 and 4. They had a run where they were making different, and I wish I would have written. I got to go back and watch the episode and write this shit down. Like instead of saying I'm gonna go take a shit, you got to take a dump, drop a deuce, that. And they went on for like 5 minutes. The 3 of them were just throwing these out there. I was laughing so hard. And then it was season 3, episode 4. They were ice fishing, and they got in a yelling contest against. See, Harmarsh, you'd love this shit. With a bunch of guys and a girl that were out ice fishing that were only speaking French. So they were just throwing insults back and forth, and it was like, of course, Christine, having half her family is from Canada. I thought. Lily, if you hear me say this, good call on that one. I thought Christine was going to hurt herself. We don't watch one episode ever.
What's it called?
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny.
Yeah, it's actually Letterkenny, Canada.
What's it on? Is it in
Hulu?
Hulu? Okay, I thought you might be thinking Netflix, but Hulu, I got Hulu.
Yeah.
Letterkenny.
Oh my God! It's one of those series that honestly it just keeps getting better and better as it goes.
There was a new one I just started watching, and I only watched 1 episode because I was like, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just put it on because I wanted to see what it was kind of like. But it looks like a freaking King of the Hill, but from like Minnesota or Canada, and it's about like this family, and the guy lost his wife, so it's a father and 3 kids. Well, right away you find out Dad's crazy as shit.
It's a cartoon.
Mom ran away, and he's just imagining that she died. And I don't know, the dad's just crazy, saves all her underwear and stuff. And
see, Letterkenny's
it's a fucked up. It seems to be fucked up, but it seems kind of funny, like what you would see around
here.
Yep. But I mean, maybe not like some of the weird, like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Some of it was a little weird, but some of it was kind of funny and spot on, like, okay.
Letterkenny is real, not a cartoon. And
it's not a cartoon?
No.
Okay.
Now I've seen that they made a cartoon version of it called Little Kenny.
Okay.
Instead of Letterkenny. So So make sure it's real people that you watch, because I'm not endorsing the cartoon version. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Now the other one that we started watching that we are now almost done with season 2 is Killjoys on Sci-Fi.
Okay, I was just gonna say I was like, don't say Trailer Park Boys. You know, I can't picture you into that. I like the Trailer Park Boys, but I don't picture you into it.
I have not seen an episode of it, but I've been told by a few people I should.
I like it. I think it's funny, but that's just something I don't. Maybe you'd like some parts of it, but I don't think you would want to sit and watch, because there's like 10 or 11 seasons. I mean, they got a lot of shows.
Okay. Multi-Gunman said perfect for Eric, whatever the hell. Oh, the beer. Multi-Gunman said haha. So okay. Jeremy pre-dawn, thanks Nihap, and Nihap can say anytime you bet, no worries. He'd probably say, you bet.
Hey, when's he coming back?
Jeremy?
Well, actually, no, I was thinking Nahap, but pre-dawn too, Jeremy or Nahap. They've been gone for so long, I miss them both.
Thanks to you, they'll eventually have to make a visit.
Yeah.
And Jeremy says Gun Warehouse. Gun Warehouse is sold out of the Happy Sticks. But like I said, and of course you already know this, Palmetto State had Happy Sticks, and Nihap sent me a link to a place I'd never heard of that had Happy Sticks. Smile Money, cheesecloth is not made of cheese? Asking for Matt.
I'm pretty sure it's not, but isn't cheesecloth the shit they put around the cheese, whatever, to kind of like condense it and drain the liquids?
Yeah, it just looks like a really fibrous.
It's like a
sock.
nylon, like a nylon.
Yeah, the peanuts were in it. Thanks, Smile Money. Cobra said Happy Valentine's Day. Smile Money says A8.
Did someone wise up? Someone wise up there?
A8 is a hit.
Oh boy, let me see. What is this? A8.
A8 is high west. So I gotta put the smile. Okay. Of course, Smile Money is pretty fast on the draw.
You got him right from the start, huh?
Because A7 was a hit, A6 was a miss, and A8 was a hit. High West.
Yeah, Eric, most nights don't usually do this. I mean, that's what, when I was saying, like Eric was saying, this is springy. No, this really shoots out better than any other knife I've tried. And I mean, it just shows. You try pushing it in, and that spring, it's not a really strong one, but it
certainly
shoots that blade out really fast.
It certainly gets her open.
That's a beaut. I'm glad you went high west size.
Smile Money?
Sure, smile money. Dirty rotten bastard.
Oh, yeah.
Oof, now, didn't he sink your ship?
Mm-mm.
You sure about that? It looked like he crushed it. I know. What about...
We gotta call Mattel and help make us up an actual version of this.
Yeah, that'd be...
Little whiskey bottles.
That'd be something. I think you'd be better off talking to maybe a beer company to make their own game.
Zeus. D7 bombs away.
Oh, damn. Look what you asked for.
Thanks, Nihap.
Hey, I actually do think it's kind of a fun little thing.
And Zeus, D7 is a miss.
No, the question is how many hits and how many people have asked. Because the question is, like, what's the percentage? And what I'm looking at.
Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 misses, and 2 hits as of right now. So my liver is technically winning as of this moment in time.
Okay.
Like I said, not giving up any information, but a few of those splashdowns have been a miss, but they definitely put a little moisture on the crew.
Oh, you're just helping them out there.
J-Dog is here at work. Cobra says B7.
That's another miss, right?
That is another miss.
Only reason why I said that is because that was right next to the first one, right?
Yes.
Or, I mean, the last one that was just called.
I should not have wrote information down on that one because
Now you don't have a place to write down the information on this one?
now I don't. I didn't give detailed enough information on who got the. Oh, that was. No.
Doesn't really.
I guess it doesn't really matter on a miss. Who said it? Now a hit. That's a different story.
Well,
I guess we're going off of who sank the ship, so that's the important stuff as of right now. Okay, Cobra. Cobra, when you win the lottery, how about you, me, and along with company take a trip to Iceland? I hear they have some great mead there. And Clyde says, I'm a member of the mead group on Facebook, and they have a great meads from a lot of European countries. I consult with several meaderies here to make the best honey wine. I do my mead.
I do love my mead.
And actually, your neighborly competition brought this over.
What do you mean, my neighborly competition?
Miles,
So let me see if you did good.
look at the percentage on that.
You did do good. You did real good. Well, why would you say my competition? I mean, I don't really want to even try to say I'm
Here's the difference.
competing.
If I were to call him, I think just about 24/7. Hey Matt, I'm gonna do a brew review in an hour. I'll be there. Miles, are we gonna do this review on Friday? I don't know. Maybe Friday afternoon. Are you up for the review in a couple of hours? Oh no, I'm really tired. When I get home, I'm just gonna take a nap. So, Clyde, this is
So what you're saying is, not only he's getting better stuff, he's harder to get on the show and makes himself more rare and exotic.
I'm sitting on this bitch going, get your ass over here. I'm just gonna go buy my own and drink that.
I thought I might just be a little bit more entertaining. I have the one up on him, but maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, he does shoot himself in the face with a gun, so he might have the more entertaining factor too. I don't know. That's a tough call. I don't want to have to compete with Miles.
Miles definitely does hold the record for drawing the most blood with a scope. I mean, I think it was an actual flap.
Yeah, the skin was fucking blowing in the wind. Oh, fuck. I loved his story, too, because no one would believe him. So he fucking told people he's crushing cans on his forehead.
I'm crushing cans with my forehead, and someone handed me a can that hadn't been opened.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Like you wouldn't know that when you know.
Oh, yeah. Let's, Here's a for instance.
Oh, hey man, you gotta love the guy sometimes though. He does crack you up. I mean, it makes you shake your head a lot. But just like me, I mean, we're all there somewhere.
Cobra, when bottle ship is sunk, you have to down the entire bottle.
Oh, fuck no.
Hashtag goodbye liver.
Maybe if it was a beer game, I could see that, but, oof. Bottle of whiskey? No.
Especially since it's entirely possible that if it goes in a particular order, that could be the last.
That's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
It is for me. I haven't even told them I put that in rotation.
Yeah. Well, everything up there's in rotation. You're getting down there.
You. Well, even these are in rotation, but the Octomores, when they finally get found on the board, it is not going to be a whole shot.
Well, I know you almost have to take just a little sip and then put those away, because aren't those for NIHAP with you? Or no, who was it? It was NIHAP?
All I was told is that NIHAP said,
yeah, NIHAP.
When I come to visit, I expect there to be at least enough of this that we can have some together.
Well, then you better put that away right now. That's not much.
Oops. Yeah. Yeah, but he said that almost 2 fucking years ago. Thanks, COVID. Thanks, pandemic. Thanks, liars.
Yeah, that is true. 2 years is a long time.
To
you
sit
know
on
what?
that?
NIHAP better send another one up if he wants to share some. Oh, that's...
Actually, right now I'm in the process of trying to find 2 bottles of it.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
And
Why don't you go to... Well, Super One can order it, and same with the place out... if Super One can't, I assume they can. Otherwise, the place up in Kenwood will order it.
Well, the problem is NIHAP pointed out that they only make so many bottles of the Brook Laddie series, and they're allocated to certain parts of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically told us there's a good chance that you will not be getting 1 bottle, let alone 2, but he's looking. But now they have other things in their lineup, and I also told him that just let me know, because I can wire him some money. I have to get another bottle of Paul John.
Well, I told you we could order that too. I
That
don't know if they got better hookups or connections, but if they have to buy it and then send it to you again, that's going to be a lot of extra shipping costs.
Maybe one of these Saturdays or whatever we need to run up to Mount Royal, because I think they were the most legit for ordering us some. Well, I want to say that what was it, over a year ago now, I think he said that he could get it for $110 a bottle.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what? They probably might be a little bit more expensive. I don't know. They might be comparable somewhat, but they are in the Ritz part of town, and that's who they do serve to seek. So, I mean, I'm not going to say they might have the best deals. I don't honestly know. But I do know they can pretty much get you anything you want. I mean, they've openly said that. They can order it. They can order whatever.
They had something from Paul John
Yeah.
on their shelf that one time we were up
I
there.
went and looked again this time, and they didn't have nothing. But you did see the picture I sent you. In one area, it was like 2 shelves, but like in a square this big from my phone, what was in there?
A lot of Lafroy.
Ardbeg, Lafroy, Lagavulin. There was literally like the best 3 typicals that we have.
Some push.
Yeah, it was a hot shot. That's why I had to take a picture and ask you what you wanted.
Harmarsh says, I'm here. Then Harmarsh says, happy birthday. And that would have been to Shark ZF6.
Well, happy belated.
Shark, thanks, my brother. It was good hearing from you this afternoon. Here's to seeing you sooner than later. And I can say can't wait, no doubt. Same to you. I'm going same to you. Yeah, there's There's so many of you guys that I have just known for years, and we've never had the pleasure to like actually shake hands. And that's why I say, especially with this group, can you imagine if all bets are off? You know, like it's work isn't an issue, money isn't an issue, COVID isn't an issue, and we could just get together, sit around the fire pit, and maybe everybody that shows up either brings a craft beer or a scotch or a whiskey. Oh, can you imagine that share?
Everyone's got to bring a beer and a scotch.
Or a whiskey or a bourbon.
Well, yeah. You got to bring two different things.
And leave them.
No. We'll consume them. We'll consume them.
Say, Clyde shows up with his 32-year-old Lafroig. Same as a house. I'll trade you my house for that bottle. No. Your house isn't as nice
I
as
can
this
never
bottle.
imagine anything tasting so good or being so special that I would spend that kind of money on it. You know what I mean?
Well, if I just won the lottery, hell yeah, just to try it. But that's why this is why all this shit started.
I still don't think I'd even do that though.
That's why all this shit started.
Yeah.
I
get it. I get it.
NIHAP saying money doesn't always equate to a good quality, at least for you. Everybody's got a different frame of...
Different palates, different preferences or things that they, are going to like.
But I do have to say, my two most favorite things over there on that shelf are the two most expensive.
Well, yeah, but you also don't have a whole lot of good stuff up there right now.
Yeah, kind of drank it down. There's no Lafroig on the shelf. There's no Ardbeg on the shelf.
There's no Paul John.
There's no Paul John on the shelf.
Oh, here, we'll fix this.
It's kind of a sad day now that you
fix this. Oh, I can't fuck up your order. I'll leave it here for now. I don't want to fuck up your order if you got it specific.
Oh, actually, no, because of this.
Because you went to Battleship.
We're no longer in an order.
I don't know if you even have room though.
Well, the original plan was this is supposed to be back a little bit more. Maybe that's how it happens. The alcohol keeps moving the
camera.
See, it was. See, these are the bottles that are killing me. See, it was supposed to be like that. There's supposed to be a hole. That's where the Paul John is supposed to go, and you got these oblong.
Well, you're supposed to hide the good stuff in the back, don't you know that? That bottle's hanging precariously off. There we go.
Don't want that.
Feel a little better. Yeah, no, see, three best bottles are all right next to each other.
I have to say, though, the front row
is a good lineup.
You brought this over? Yeah. I had never bought this. This has one of the Woodford Reserve has one of the most unique flavors.
Yeah, a lot of people like it. I mean, I like it, but I don't want to say it's overrated, but maybe some of it's overpriced because they have so many different.
Well, I can tell. How much was that bottle?
I don't know, probably $60 or more.
It's overpriced. It's very good, but
oh, was that one of the Christmas ones or no? Because the Christmas ones I got for $20 and $30.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
There was nothing special about it.
I'd have to look it up. I don't remember ever buying a Woodford. Yeah, that came in Christmas cups because I have the cups at home.
Oh.
Yep, because I remember the the Woodford WR or whatever. Because remember I got two of them, Woodford Reserve and what was the other one? There was another bourbon. I believe.
You and your fucking bourbon.
Well, no, but $20 or $30 when these bottles are going for like $60 a piece, plus you're getting two little nice whiskey glasses. Shit, all right.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a Christmas special. That's why I got it for. It was either $20 or $30. But normally I think it's twice that. I think it's like $60 for that bottle. I could be wrong.
Shark says, I never sleep for more than 5 hours. I want to enjoy as much of every day as I can. Well, yeah.
It's going to catch up to you sooner or later, I would think.
See, that's Shark. My problem is I kind of do that all week long, and then Saturday morning rolls around, and I roll over and look at the clock and go, my God, I don't want to still be here in bed. But for me, if I look at the clock and it says 7:30, that's usually pretty past normal. Of course, it also does. I mean, I'm normally up at 4 a.m. So
yeah.
Shark, I just realized what you're doing here, straight from 1971. G4. Oof, that was close. I mean, ignore those comments. Well, you can throw shit out there just to throw them off. Oh my God, I can't believe how close that was. G4, yeah. G4 is a miss, my friend.
Oh. Oh, it looked like it was out in the middle of the ocean.
Okay. Zippy! I picked up one of the dividends with the aluminum scales. Nice knife. Yeah, it looks badass. Tardisia seemed to really like it. Gunwild. Kershaw has 3 versions of the dividend knife. The one you have with the FRN scales.
One with the same blade as yours with aluminum scales. And the one Tardisius has with the 2 steel blade and aluminum scales. All at different price points.
Again, Gunwild, I asked the question, why did they make 3 distinctively different knives with the same damn name?
I don't know how different knives they are. It seems like everything's pretty much the same other than in color. And the one has a different blade material.
Well, that's why I like that one.
I get it, but I mean, it's still the same knife, though. It's still, if you were blindfolded and you felt it, or you x-rayed it, or you did anything, all this shit is going to look just the same.
I do like this size and style, though. This is...
Yeah. It looks like it's got a don't fuck with me blade on it, too. I mean, it looks like you could chop stuff up. It looks like you could stab some pork. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff with that.
Let's not stab any pork. I don't want my pork stabbed. No, I like the little the liner that it has in it. It's just, I mean, Kershaw I just love Kershaw knives. Shark, both of you, I kind of pulled out a whole bunch of the ones that I really like, and of course, probably one of the and Gunwild. I apologize, but I don't apologize. My M16, as you can see, is slowly getting beat to hell because of how much this knife gets carried and used. Oh, and it looks like it
needs a sharpening.
Feels like it go for a sharpening. Probably the one that's been beat to absolute shit is the Cyclone that Tardisius gave me years ago. Tardisius, I know Tardisius said he would be most honored if it got used. Well,
Eric,
this thing has been traumatized.
Let's time out here. I wish you would just stop lying to everyone about how beat up your knives are. The only reason why this knife's gotten beat up is because it's in the bottom of the box and it's gotten dropped with other knives. Like, all these knives just sit in the fucking basement. Now, a couple of them do go through his circulatory use.
Oh, there's definitely stuff I've never carried.
No, I know. But I mean, some of these do go in your...
Like, for instance, this Bastion, I've had a couple of you tell me, oh yeah, they seem like really good knives, but the first time I went to use it, I snapped the whole tip off of it.
Yeah, that's
a bad thing.
well, it seems like that's honestly a lot of knives because you're not supposed to use the tips for that kind of thing.
One that both me and Matt really like. Johnny Watson gave me this thing, and no, I've carried it. It's been like the weekend thing, but
it doesn't flip open too well. It seems like the weight is off on that, don't you think?
Oh yeah, you really.
Because I mean, think about the handle and the weight, like where the weight balance is on the blade. It seems off. It doesn't flip open the greatest. However, I think that it looks beautiful. I think it looks really futuristic. It's a cool looking knife.
Camera. It's the deviation. Yeah, I just thought this was like wicked.
It's a cool knife. It's a real cool knife.
The flipper is really a positive thing to stop you from getting into the blade, and I had two at the same time that both had this kind of color and look.
I think you gave one to the camping kids.
No, I gave the really cool one to Samantha.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the most expensive
knives you had.
Flip. It was one of the most expensive knives I've ever purchased, and I gave it to Sam because she's like, really like that knife. And the only thing that makes me feel good is one of the last times I was over at her place, she had it in a position of defense. I'm like, well, at least the knife is someplace that it can get used. One that I used to carry the shit out of that I don't anymore was this...
The buttstock?
The buck... the Buck Besh wedge.
Oh, man.
This thing is just a beast. It's designed...
It looks like a beast, but it looks ugly. It looks ugly.
It's designed to be like a first responder knife. Yeah. Like cutting seatbelts.
Clothes and
prying open doors and...
Well, cutting clothes, whatever. Like, because you're not... Well, and you don't have to worry too much about cutting... When you're cutting their clothes, you're going up. You're not worrying too much about poking them as compared to this. I mean, if that makes sense.
I don't know if it still is, but that tip used to be pretty sharp.
Well, I did feel it. I was like, oh, yeah, you can still cut. But honestly, I mean, I'd rather take this any day than...
as opposed to getting a...
Yeah, some straight point.
Haven't carried it yet, but I was telling Matt this was one that I had offered up to Jay's kids, and I'm glad that they turned it down because I really like this design. It's another one it has that for a lock mechanism on it, and just like with the paramilitary from this guy.
Oh, the one that actually says it looks like it's made from U.S., where the other ones say China?
Yeah.
How does that work? Anyone know?
Yeah, if you just pull back on the lock mechanism, it'll unlock it. If you want to get all of your fingers on it, it's actually got a little area with some traction grips to stop you from possibly ending up in the blade. Otherwise, you can just hold on to it like that. But the Wilkinson. Then, of course, the badass one that I got from Iraq veteran. It just looks like a meat cleaver.
I was going to say, if the front was a little bit flatter, it would be a perfect little meat cleaver.
This one also is a flipper from hell. It's like you have to give it.
Get a little oomph there.
I'm not even sure if you can... Oh, yeah. That's because I have oiled and...
Well, also, I'm guessing what angle you have it set at is going to be different. Because, like, if you're going like this, you're fighting gravity on the end. If you go like this, you're flinging it up and gravity's going to help you, if that makes sense.
I used to carry that, and I already broke that one.
Really?
The belt, the clip came right off of it.
That's what I was thinking, the clip, but it's on here.
Well, what happened is it actually broke, and some threads were sticking out, and I was able to get a pair of needle nose on it and turn it out. And that's another Bastion knife. They sent me a new fastener.
Oh, okay. Just like this you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it just snapped right off. Let's see. Gunwild.
Really
The Scorpions
thick blade,
released
too.
new material. They haven't released an album since 2015, although they did record a single to help COVID relief called Sign of Hope. I don't remember the name of the song. I mean, it's new to me. Stormy Coyote, cheers all. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll be having my date with alcohol as per usual.
Same.
Well, me and Christine are planning a semi-romantic dinner.
You gonna be barbecuing out in the cold again?
No, broiling a lobster tail, which she'll have none of because she said, she goes, I'll cook it for you.
She ain't even gonna be happy. It's romantic for you. She ain't even gonna be happy because it's gonna smell like fish in here. She's gonna be all pissed off, but she won't say nothing.
Oh, Superior Meats had a Valentine's Day special, a steak
Lobster?
and a lobster tail for $15.
Nice.
Of course, the lobster tail is like, my big toe's got more meat on it.
I've got 2 in the freezer if you need some more meat.
No, I'm good.
I didn't want to answer that one.
Actually, I forgot all about what today was. I was actually looking forward to leftover chili.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure your wife can pass on that.
McLean, Eric, I respect you a lot, but please don't ever say trivet again. I already warned you about the vet. Let's butch up a little. Sorry. A wire thingy that came with my pressure cooker. Matt Davis. Double quad shots for Matt. Sorry, Eric. No shot for you. Let's bring out the snarky Matt.
The snaky in that. Fuckers.
Quad shot.
That ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna do 1 quad shot, let alone 2 of them. 8 shot. That's 8 shots right there. Well, I guess still only maybe 1 shot, but or 2 shots, but quads.
Oh.
You might as well do an infinity for that.
That would be where is it? It's buried. The
4 horsemen.
The Hick shot glass, which is just a regular glass with lines on it. Yeah. McLean, happy Valentine's Day, Matt.
How you doing?
Two of you are kind of weirding me out right now.
Oh, shit.
Jules, happy Valentine's Day, Eric. Cheers.
And she can say that's you, not me. Oh, boy. I'll be getting a personal message later. Sorry, Matt. Happy Valentine's Day.
I can give her 3 things, and the one that applied the best was same to you.
Just love the hat.
That's because I was wearing
One
Ed's.
she got you? Oh, Ed's
hat.
The
Air Force hat.
Air Force hat,
Yeah, it's actually upstairs right now, and they coveted. Don't mess with this hat pile. Harmarsh, nice knife someone sent you.
Which one? They were all sent to you.
Well, let's see. I think I bought that one.
He's talking about that one though, right? Because
Yeah.
that one was the one that was just sent.
The Dividend 1.0.
I'll give it this. It looks very functional, and it definitely flips open better than any other knife here, without a doubt. It's like you said. It's the one. Put me in the game, coach. I'm ready to go.
Actually, the only other assisted one is the Leak, and it's not anywhere near as
Crossbones. It's a little dirty there, Eric.
Oh, I've used it. He had it coming.
That still flips open pretty
Oh,
good.
for
though.
unassisted? Oh yeah, there's a few of them here that are unassisted that really do flip nicely. Can you imagine if you put a little,
spring in there?
like if the, for instance, at the M16 here, if that had But what I like about these big flippers on it is that when you put it in your pocket, that catches and does that.
Like you're wearing real jeans.
Yeah, if you know versus fake jeans. So I mean, you know, it's
it's pops right open.
Yeah, that, and I think this one's also sloppy enough. I like how, you know, they're like, well, the knife, you can't have an assisted opening because we're in California and we're fucking retarded. But I didn't press anything. I didn't have to have anything special on it. The M16 just is just fuck you, California.
Well, wave that bitch. You're ready to go.
But again, probably the sloppiest one is this Bastion. I mean, it's just like, and if you,
it's got a heavy blade on it.
which
I'm
probably
sure that helps.
Probably snap right off.
Well, you know, that's the problem. Half the people that do have them pop off, they're using it like a goddamn screwdriver for something.
If you use it as a knife, how do you snap the tip off? If you break the tip of your knife off in a block of cheese.
But again, you get put in a spot where you're using a tool for a tool, and you're like, oh, well, this will work for this. You know, I know it's not meant, but hey, you know, I don't have anything at the moment, so you start applying that pressure, and then it just snaps.
Yeah, something's wrong with my vise. I gotta get this thing,
Alright, well, that's not quite what I was talking about, but, you know.
Oh, this is the Cyclone's assisted.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it springs open pretty good. I had to soak that once because it fell into a bucket of liquid cement. That's pretty good too.
It's assisted for sure. Ooh, the spring
and again,
will open it up by itself.
Again, who made that?
Kershaw. Is Kershaw? Yeah.
The freaking Kershaw. I still think one of my favorite knives is Kershaw. Oh, Kershaw. They just make some badass shit. Mm-hmm. CRKT is okay, but I think Kershaw. For me, Kershaw, I think kind of
sets the stage for you.
Just they cross the finish line first. Blue Dog 260. There you go. There's.
I thought that was gonna be Blue.
Blue Healer.
Again, because it was the 3 thumbs up.
Well, this is his other channel.
Oh.
This is the
so
one.
He's just repeating himself.
This is the one you can go to be a little bit more grossed out.
I don't care to see it.
Sweet talking the ladies.
Only if he gets bitch slapped. I would find it entertaining.
I didn't just. Okay.
Don't let your baby grow up to be cowboys. It's true. Because otherwise you spend 2 months out of the year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, wandering in the freaking dark, looking at all these beautiful girls. Easy. Calving season has officially started, and I don't know what it is. It's like negative 15 degrees out or something like that. Tomorrow's supposed to be worse.
On the farm with Blue Dog.
Like complete attention for the next month and a half.
Yeah. All I can say, Blue Dog, Blue Healer, is more power to you because I used to do that in the summer when the weather was either very warm or very comfortable. I can't even imagine you and what Mr. and Mrs. Holster went through. I mean, I had a taste of it the day that Mr. Holster's horse fell through the pond.
Hey, you got to go visit and have fun right from the start.
Oh, that was one miserable day. And he lost one of his favorite horses. When you have to remove one of your prized horses from a pond with a chainsaw. Yeesh. Wade.
That's messed up, dude. That is messed up. I mean, I get it, but that's messed up. Oh, fuck. She's got it now. Grab the chainsaw. Just I mean, imagine chopping up your dog like that. Like, oh, fuck.
Wade, speaking of my true love, today, Sunday, is our 41st anniversary. We've known each other, we've known each other so well, I can make her blush and smile with just a look. And you're naked,
Good for you. Happy to hear that, Wade.
Yes. Well,
Congratulations.
That's awesome, Wade. Your 41st wedding anniversary fell on, I almost said Veterans Day.
Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Eric, I have another. You're starting to sound like me.
I got this. It's going to be a really good show. Okay, we need to get through this. Douglas! Just finished listening to Miss Bomey Show and David Brown. Wow, what a great show. Thanks for doing what you and Christine do. And I can say our pleasure. Thanks for listening. Glad you enjoyed it. None of these really, they all kind of suck. I guess I'll go with our pleasure. You know, of course it was in the middle of Christine's show, so I didn't want to point out the fact that Christine and David were sitting in a spot where it wasn't our dining room table, there was just a small table, and the video has been removed from YouTube because it doesn't meet their present community guidelines, but the video that started it all for me. Christine came home from work one day and said, "What'd you do today?" And I said, "Well, I mowed the backyard, I kind of cleaned in the garage, I put the dishes away, and I filmed a YouTube video." "Well, what the hell do you think you're going to get from that? Or get out of that?" I think is her exact quote. And here we are, a decade later, and the people that are the closest to me, that I consider more of my family and friends, are people that I have met through this weird...
What did you do for your first video? What was it?
I did a video on my my Ruger fluted barreled Hunter with the big scope on it.
Okay. The Ruger, huh?
Wish I would have never sold that gun. It looked stupid though because it had a great big silver Leopold scope on a 22. But I tell you, that thing would be like 100 yards.
Nailing it.
Yeah, it was just a wicked gun. That's how I met Pete. Try taking one of those guns apart. Actually, taking it apart is not the problem. Putting it back together. I followed the directions. I could not get that gun to go back together, and I did a search on the internet, and I don't even know what the hell I did with the thing. I did a search on the internet, and I found...
You shaking a shit out in your pants, or what are you doing over there?
I don't know what I did with that. I put it in an
I just did one of these if you guys really want to know. Suppose I'd rather you do it over there than over here, but what the fuck? Did you want another one?
Another what? Shot?
Beer.
I don't know. Do you?
Well, I'm going to.
Okay. Tuck me into it.
Talkative Kathy over here, I mean, we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, taking these things apart is as simple as, pulling that down and up and out and then pulling everything apart. But putting them back together sometimes, well, that's a little different story.
Was that the Mark?
Yeah, this
Mark,
is...
what version? The 2? 3?
Mark 1.
Mark 1. I was going to say, this is an older one for sure.
We're talking about real old school right there.
Oh, yeah. This...
Somebody completely fandangled that thing. When I got it, it was completely jammed up. And I'm not even sure about the whole thing on the end. Actually, it's got writing on the bottom. What does it say?
What, right here? It says Sturm, Ruger and Company, Southport, Connecticut, USA.
Wow, so that is actually a factory part.
This is a real wicked old one. I mean,
This
even the Generation 3s, I don't see them. I'm used to the 4s or 5s. Like, Generation 3s, I don't know, they probably look different than the Generation 1s, but they all look old to me compared to the new ones.
This, I don't remember if the first one that I ever owned was a Mark 1 or a Mark 2, but this is
Similar kind of gun.
This is the first pistol that I ever owned. I had this in my grandfather's 22 rifle, which I still have.
When I take,
Wow, it actually has a really nice trigger in it.
when I take the ladies to the range with me, I'll let them play with the 45 or the 10 millimeter. Like, I don't have a problem with them playing with my guns. But a lot of times they get all scared, like the new, really new shooters.
Yeah, look at this.
So that's the first gun I'll go for. If you want to train, someone in or let them get comfortable with the pistol, the Marks are the way to go.
Yeah, we need to get this out and just make sure it's functional because, like I said, the day that I got this, it moved to right here and it was completely seized up. What someone did is they had a part. They had must have taken it apart, and they had gotten shit in there backwards. I was finally able to disassemble the whole thing, and I realized that there was a part in backwards, and I was able to get it to go back together. Yeah, try that trigger. Holy shit, that is.
There's a few things I want to look at actually now that I'm thinking about it. Is this your?
And I have to get a new screw for the grip. The grip screw is missing.
This your safety? Yes, it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the mag release is almost a European style. You just push that out of the way.
I was wondering how that worked.
The black part, push it like it slides like a helmet.
Yeah.
And I have 2 mags for it.
I think you can actually even get extended mags if you really wanted to go that route too. But yeah, those are pretty standard mags. Jesus Christ, though, that barrel looks like... If you're looking down that thing, it looks like you're looking at a goddamn 45 from farther away. Like when you get real close, like you see it's just a little hole, but holy Christ, you're looking down that thing, and it's like, damn, man.
It's
heavy. You're gonna knock someone out if you hit them with that.
Oh yeah, I mean if you run out of ammo, you can just like bitch slap somebody with this.
Barrel or handle, it don't matter.
And I think that's kind of funny. I didn't even look at it until asking him. But that is an actual Ruger stamp part. I'm actually looking forward to shooting this. We need to take this and the Beretta out. Of course, oh my God, my brother-in-law was over yesterday having a complete frickin' tirade. Yeah, see, I need one of the grip screws. It's got like. One is the threaded and one is the stud part. So Mikey's over yesterday and he's like, nobody has nothing. No primers, no gunpowder, no projectiles, no fucking brass.
That's what everyone's buying them out, I'm guessing.
Great.
Is he freaking out?
Yeah. John Huber sent me a link. Some dude was selling like 2 pounds of Varget powder for $7,000. Yeah, I got your 7 sleepy time. Let's negotiate. Hey, you want? Yeah, I love that about The Fifth Element. Hey, let's negotiate.
I haven't seen that movie, I think, since I was so young.
Oh, get some lotion and a rag.
I'm not going to watch it for the same reason you want to. I don't really remember or maybe comprehend or understand the story of it.
Oh, they got to stop evil with the 4 elements, and then she's the 5th element.
Well, I knew she was important somehow because it was Bruce Willis, right? That's like a cab driver or whatever who gets sucked into it.
Yeah.
And I like Bruce Willis movies.
And can you imagine? Can you imagine if she actually had breasts? That'd be like the perfect package right there. You know what I'm saying?
How does she vote?
She's a tard, unfortunately.
So you think that's gonna work out for you?
Well,
At least you can go cry yourself to sleep in her pillows.
well, have you ever been on a date with a woman where you ended up in their bedroom and you could use a little hatred?
No, hate fucks are great.
Oh, when you hear her head
I don't know.
repeatedly hitting the headboard,
I don't know if I could, stay with someone like that, but good hate fucks are always good. They say I say hate fucks. They're, what do they say? The makeup sex? Makeup sex? No. That's just me fucking putting it to them after realizing how much I hate them. Just give it one good old go and be done with it and leave. Yep. You beat them up good.
is it 2 hours yet?
Oh, shit. Not even close, I'm guessing.
Steve, where Lily lives really doesn't have left-hand milk stout. Sucks to live there. Anyone drinks PBR? I'd jump in front of a semi.
I've drank some PBR. I drink a lot, actually.
I'd take PBR over nothing at all. But when I was working in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, and
It's very accessible there.
when I said, "Do you have any craft beer?" and they brought me over and showed me New Glarus, I was like, seriously.
PBR me.
Yeah. PBR me. It's like, oh my god. Oh, no, shit.
Isn't it the PBR that's got the 99 cans? The 99 can box or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, how can you go wrong with a company that literally does that?
Steven again. I won't participate in battle shots. I'm not lazy to make my own
I'm too
grid.
lazy to make my own grid and keep track.
2, 1, no, the shit will add up.
2, I know that shit will add up.
Steve, sell the house to Matt. I'm sure he can afford it with his new job.
Fuck, this guy's funny, man. He's on a roll today.
Sharky! The next peanut batch sounds interesting. Can't wait for the taste test. That Kershaw looks nice. And I can say, coming soon, it was, can't wait. I guess I'm going with it was. No, this batch of peanuts is better than the last. I do like the Kershaw. I mean, shit, don't get me wrong. Actually, looking at the stuff on the table, as far as stuff that I like this part of it. See, there's no doubt. There's no effort involved. You simply start the blade moving and it finishes the travel on its own.
Well, does it fling up by itself? I know, like I said, the other ones did.
This one, didn't you say this one was a...
Oh yeah, this will fling all the way up.
Depends on where you have to
stop it.
You have to get right to just about the fail point, and then it'll finish on its own.
Oh, those are nice.
I'm not. I don't want to sound like I'm planning on being dead tomorrow, but I've got a lot of really things that I really like. I really should start using
more of them.
The problem is like with this one, bringing it to work, I just always felt bad when I had a scenario once where I
feel badass.
I was hanging in a window and I had something that it was like, okay, I'm like Jungle Jim right now. I need to get this, and it's like reach in and stab something and pried it out of the way, and this was the only thing I had on me. But I haven't broke it, and I did do what Tardisia said. I would rather send you things that I know that you're using. Well,
yeah.
I mean, this one is the one that looks the worst of all of them. Actually, second place would be the M16.
I honestly, I say a knife's a knife, man. I'd use them all up. It all depends on the situation you're in. For your everyday carry knife, it's obviously going to be different. But
this one has a lot.
There's no reason why they can't all be getting used.
This one has a lot of carry time on it.
So like these 3 right here, boom, boom, boom. I would only use 1 out of 3 because they're all very similar, right? So you do have a couple in storage. But then you also have, what, 3 of these knives, 4 of those knives? Alright, so you still be using 1. You know, you have all those out regularly. You have the ones in storage when one breaks or
That
gets worn down.
That moment of honesty. Those are the only ones that really have any carry time. This one was like a weekend. It was on me. But if Matt said, "Hey, I need to cut this chain link fence in half, or the tiger's gonna kill us. Hand me something," this wouldn't have been the thing that was on me at that moment in time. I would have handed you like the M16. So I have had some carry time with this, but overall, all the rest of these I've had on me. I mean, as you can see, the crossbones. I think this is food. I think I've used. I think this might be like cheese. And
I was opening a can of Spam.
I know I had the crossbones on me. I've carried that, but legitimately, I can think back to days that the shit got real, and I was using it to cut and do stuff that I regretted because it was an expensive knife. These 5 have all seen good carry time action. The rest of them, not so much.
And some of those are the better knives, but they're smaller.
Like never carried.
Those are smaller. It seems like the bigger blades are down here. The heavier duty blades are down here. The thinner blades are up there. So the question I guess you'd have to ask yourself is, are you really doing anything bad? I don't think so. You're probably grabbing what you find more practical for your everyday use. Now, does it mean you can't use those at home if you need to? Absolutely not.
Of course.
But these are more...
As you already pointed out, I'm not wearing my real pants.
Oh, what? Those are real... I'd hope to God those are real pants.
The one that actually has the most time on it is my real steel, and that is a lot like... it's even bigger than this. That green, my anodized green one, that one is on me every single day. I haven't taken it to work because I eventually destroy. Oh, that cyclone! I guess the cyclone, the Tardisius, it shows the power of that cyclone. The cyclone is the one that's
This one?
No, this guy. As far as a work beater, like I said, it's just a pain in the ass to get it sharp. I don't know what steel that thing is, but if you can put an edge on it, it holds it a long time. Gillian, you are fruity, Eric. Cheers. And I can say, I try. Wow, thanks. You are. I'll go with.
I go back to the middle one.
Oh shit! I don't even know if I can. Oh yeah, I guess I can go back.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah, I guess I don't try to be fruity. It just happens naturally.
It comes with the red hair.
Sharky. I should read through the it's supposed to be Bottleship shots before shooting myself. Just can't be arsed though. B5.
Was he trying to be smart and throwing 2 B4 on B5?
I think he was. Cobra had picked B4. Maybe he did too, because once it was picked, it was picked. B5 is a hit, and it is a...
Son of a bitch!
It's a...
Give me a drink!
You sunk my battleship! Because
or mateys.
It was a 2 spot ship, and A5 and A6 Sharky. Okay, so
you gotta put a little piece of paper down in a hat. Sharky. No, that's the one from across the pond, right? Yeah.
Yes.
God damn it, Sharky.
See, here's the problem. Sharky wins a lot of shit, and I've got stuff piling up over here that I have to figure out how to get to him.
You're gonna have to send him a battle box. Eric's custom battle box.
So, Sharky goes on the board first, as the first sink.
With the fucking deuce. With the little deuce. Who got the first hit on that one?
Sharky.
Oh, so he did that solo. That's even more impressive.
Nice going, Sharky. Oh, you know what? And by the way,
What bottle was that?
Philadelphia.
Oh, that ain't too bad. You
No.
should have made that. You should have honestly made that like a bigger boat because you have a lot of it, and it's not a bad drink.
It is the cheapest thing on the entire shelf, and I think I gave it a 10.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But again, we are in Sip City, so I'm not going to go crazy on these.
Oh, we're in Sip City already? Yeah, we've been here for a while. Oh,
Congratulations, Sharky.
hats off to you.
A solo kill.
Now people are gonna have something to look up to. Now they're gonna have to take the seat of that, and they're gonna have to get bigger. Oh, I already know. I looked. You gotta.
He's writing this shit down. I'm going to go home and I'm going to play myself.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's going to make up a new account. Hey, I'm Trumpeter Swan 682. And I'm going to go D1. Just kidding. See,
No,
just throwing you.
never go D1. I go D4. He starts looking.
Harmar's picked D4 already, and it was a miss.
No, D4 is the lowest dice for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Dummy.
I wouldn't know this.
Called it D4.
I
Then it
wouldn't,
would be a.
I wouldn't know this because while you were playing Dungeons and Dragons, I was hate fucking some chicken on my headboard.
Yeah, well, that cheers you to that, I guess. Glad it all worked out for you.
Or did it?
Mm. You got $2 you love? Are you married to a wife you're happy with?
Oh yeah, I guess in the long run.
I would say it worked out for you. You've had your battles, but life's worked out for you.
I think I told you the story. My favorite coconut sound? Never mind, I better not. Depending on who watches this, I'll tell you afterwards. Incoming!
What? Man, you fucking twisted. I love it.
Clyde, I don't play games with my whiskey. I put away the games when I was 17 years old. Thank you, Uncle Sam. Go Army. Well,
You can't say when you went to the Army you didn't play no games. I feel like there's a lot of games played in the military of all fields for that brotherly camaraderie.
Mr. 27. 65th followed up with, looks like a gay beer. Well, it was called Neon Rainbows.
Yeah, I seen that. Was that any good? I didn't watch the video, but I seen you post. So the last time I watched any of your videos, it was with the Surly, and I know how good that was because your first sip was like, I remember you saying something like your brain was spinning sideways or something. So they're very equivalent.
You want to take these home with you?
I'll maybe try one, but I don't know if I want to take them home with me. Are they really that bad?
Here, I tell you what. I don't even care if I watch you throw this out right now. I want you to see.
I gotta fine open it, but I got a beer to chase it.
I want you to see the look on Matt's face when he takes a sip of this.
Because you know I don't like sour. He already brought this up for like a month, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah, but I
we
do
got other
like
stuff.
I do like sours.
I don't like sours.
I'm waiting.
Oh my god, you can just smell the shit. You can just smell the shit. This is like a.
Not a little sip. Take a decent
This
one.
is like a fucking grape that's shriveled up worse than a nutsack. Oh, this is gonna be tart as fuck.
Stop sniffing it. Just drink it.
It's tart. I know it. You know what? Maybe it's all the other flavors I have in my mouth. It's not good at all. It's not good at all, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know what this actually tastes like to me right now?
Shit.
Pickle juice. It's fucking bad.
Oh my god.
It's pickle juice with some other weird flavor.
I'm actually having a moment of lost. Let me revisit it.
It's like pickle juice with some other weirdness to it.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah.
That would sound like Mario.
You did your.
Oh my god!
You did that to yourself.
I don't know why. See, I like sours, but it's not sour. It's like it went bad.
What do you? Did you not think that tasted kind of like pickles?
No, now that you mentioned it,
Pickles and something else.
Now
There's
that you-
like some other weirdness to it.
thanks for putting that in my brain. Yeah, pickle juice.
Oh, you know what?
Pickle juice and
You
something.
know what? I know this is so weird. This is so weird, but honestly, you know what I just got?
God,
A
ish.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich mixed with pickle juice. Honestly, those are the flavors that are coming out to my mouth with that thing. And not like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, like a toasted. Gotta have toast, because it has like this weirdness to it. I would say like a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich with fucking pickle juice slime all over it. That's what it fucking tastes like. It's disgusting.
Oh, that is just.
It's kind of intriguing how they throw those kind of flavors together.
I do not No, I think I finished it in the brew review, which is why I didn't give it a 0. But, oh my god, I should give some of those to Mike. The last thing I gave him was it a cold steel or real steel?
Oh, that's right up.
something-
That's right up his fucking alley, though.
It was like green, and he goes, "I fucking shit weird for 2 days." Oh god, oh yes. Okay, so you won't be taking that home with you.
That was good. That was good. No, what Mike said, not what you did. This is horrific. I still might have a couple more sips. But no, that's like,
What was it for alcohol?
it's gonna be
though?
later down the road.
Unfortunately, it did have some 7%.
Not that strong. But I'm telling you, that's like fucking pickle juice and like some kind of peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a weird combination and not pleasant on the taste buds at all. Oh, that's right up my alley.
God.
It's got the fucking rainbows. Come on.
Mr. 27 says G10 for bottle shots.
Ooh, that sounds like a hit if you ask me. OMG series. Oh my god. But this is a New England style IPA. How can you go wrong with an IPA? Do they really hack it that bad? I mean, I guess I'll find out. But how can you really hack an IPA that bad?
Mr. 27, G10 is a miss.
Hey, I don't know how often Pre-Don watches this, but if
He says every day, he just doesn't comment.
Pre-Don, do you and the lady friend go out ice fishing? Because if so, you'll have to come up. Do some ice fishing. I got a place, listen. I got a place we can both go that'll be on the property line so you don't have to get a special out-of-state license. Just telling you. I got a good spot.
Well, he is in Minnesota.
It?
He's like, you can't go any more south, but he is in Minnesota, Fairmont.
Oh, I'm confused. I thought he was over in Wisconsin.
That's a lonely company.
No, I know he is. I mean, I definitely know that bastard is. No, I thought Pre-Don was over there too. I know they were south, but I thought they were southern Wisconsin.
Southern Minnesota.
Oh, well, that's even better then. But whatever. That means we got all sorts of places. If you guys like ice fishing, I got ice houses. I got several. You and the lady,
Clothing optional.
you'll have to make your own tent for that. I mean, you can set one up, but I mean, I won't want to be with that. But I got plenty. If you want to do some fishing, and you want to do some drinking with Eric, that's fine too. We'll drag him out for a brew review, and What does Red Green say? Put the sticks on the ice. Keep the sticks on the ice.
Keep your stick on the ice, yeah. Sharky SH looking forward to snacking on those outro buns. Clyde with the last comment. 8646, referring to the 46th President of the United States and wanting his election stricken from the record as if it had never taken place, hence 86 the 46th. My ball cap has the logo 8646. A passerby asked, "Hey, what's that mean?" The 46th president is a bum and needs to be 86th.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, that was my latest shirt. I guess I can't wait to wear it so that people inquire. I actually had a woman tap me on the shoulder at Super One the other day, and she goes, "I love that mask."
What one was it?
It's not about health, it's about control. That's the only reason I've honestly been wearing a mask. I have found I am pissing more people off. I'm getting across to more people with the mask than when I wasn't wearing the mask.
Oh, that's funny because I still don't wear a mask, and it's like every now and then I'll get those looks, but I tell you all the time when I'm getting shit at the store. I haven't had a crazy Karen or Carl for quite a while, to be honest, and I'm kind of shocked.
The other day I had a Karen.
Are you talking about a Super One over at the one place? The grocery store?
I stopped for...
I told you, or you told me about that one.
Mm-hmm. No, I stopped for Powerball tickets on Wednesday.
What?
At Holiday. I walked around. I was just looking down because I was getting my cash out and my because I have the ticket numbers, so they run it through the machine. I walk around the corner, and like right where you are, there's a woman standing there. And I didn't see her, so I took a couple steps back. She turns around, she goes, 6 feet. And I looked down at the ground. I actually took a step towards her and went. She turns to the woman, she goes, "I work at both Super One and Walgreens and blah, blah, blah." And I just stood there like, because I wasn't wearing a mask, and I just stood there like this, waited for her. And I did not move. So I was between that display, our Holiday right here. So there's a display right here and the counter right here. So I made her walk within 2 feet of me to get past me. I just stood there. Like, I know who you are. You fucking, Karen, you give me that look every time I go to Walgreens because I will not wear my mask when I go to Walgreens.
I'm going to cheers you for that.
The manager of the store.
The small stores you mask up for, out of respect. The big stores.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
I say the same thing, honestly. I laugh. I still don't wear my mask much. I have like 5 masks in my truck, so I never wear them. But every now and then, I'll go put my mask on. Kind of like you with your super meats. I'll do it like some of these really small like fish, fish stores. We're not talking about going up to the big ones up by the mall. We're talking about the Minuet that's been around before I think I was ever born. It's been there all my whole life.
No, I don't want a small mom and pop place in case I'm in there and some health douchebag walks in. They're the ones that are going to get the fine.
Not you, yeah.
Not me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I do the same thing, And even then, it's down below my nose. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be below my nose, you know what? Because I'm going to breathe out of my nose. I don't fucking care. I'm putting it on as a sign of respect for that store, not for anything else, because I'm not covering up. If that was the case, we better start putting on 2-3 fucking masks.
If you really want to be legit, you have to have a full mask that has an inlet and outlet filter.
I know people that were fucking kicked out of the store saying that's not allowed.
Either way, it's bullshit because that's the only mask that's really doing anything.
Yeah.
If your mask is designed to keep you alive through a biological attack, I'm sorry, but your fucking bullshit lie about COVID is the same dimension. We're talking about size, the microscopic size of a virus. is the same as, say, any kind of chemical warfare. So if you're wearing your cotton fucking mask...
You're starting to talk about, like, parts per million.
Yeah.
You're not talking about what cloth is going to hold back. Cloth might hold back spittle. That's it.
And I laugh because a lot of these places, you walk in with some things and they'll bitch, but it's okay to wear a face shield. It's like, oh my God, you are a certain kind of stupid.
You know what, though? If I was mandated and I had to wear something, though, I will say I'd take a face mask over a fucking mask any day of the week.
Oh, just to spite them. That's the only reason that I'd take the face mask.
Well, no, it'd be also more comfortable to breathe. You're not going to be stuck in a mask.
You don't want one of these. You want this. This is your pocket knife right here.
I was gonna go try to rob like Super One. Yeah, that's the one used for intimidation.
Yeah, I got something in my teeth.
I mean, that knife has some uses, but probably a lot less than some of the other ones. Now, if I was stuck out in the middle of nowhere, that one actually probably would be one of the best ones, just because you might be able to axe a tree with it for how big it is.
Let's see if that was somebody important.
You already read your comments, didn't you? What are we at? Oh, we're at like 2 hours, boss. Better start wrapping it up. I don't want to get blamed for this shit.
Pre-dawn is experiencing 23 degrees below zero.
Yeah, we're right there with him.
Hey Google, what's the temperature right now?
The temperature in Duluth right now is -3 degrees. There is currently a wind chill warning in effect.
What does it feel like with the wind chill, bitch?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, I talked.
What's the temperature with the wind chill?
Currently in Duluth, it feels like -22 due to wind chill.
Just like down there. Maybe a little colder. That's crazy. They're a lot more so.
Okay, we're going to the club.
Woo, my favorite time.
And we are oh my God. And then we're out of here. Smile money. Well, it is beer o'clock time. I hope you didn't get Matt hammered again.
He does every time. And it's not even Eric, it's you guys.
Hey,
you guys are the ones that call the shots.
Yeah, if we're doing it right, we're both hammered.
Not always hammered. There are some days that are way worse than others. That is very true. Eric, you're gonna have to carry me upstairs.
Let's go see if we can get some fucking lasagna.
Oh, that don't sound bad right now.
I got chili.
Yeah, you already gave me the warning.
I have a 2-hour warning on
you
that.
already gave me the warning. Hey,
Just,
I got some good chicken. Like the Asian, the really hot Asian zing chili stuff. Ooh, I just saw a good one with that. Did you hear about the lady that's gonna sue Gorilla Glue for her hair?
Dumb bitch.
Hold on, I gotta pull this out because I showed my grandma this. Because we tell my grandma some of the current events because she never remembers anything half the time, anyways.
She said that the bottle, that the bottle didn't distinctly say hair.
Yeah, it doesn't. But you really have to use it. So I got one. I got a perfect thing that I just saw. I showed my mom and my grandma this one. That's what I think about that. Jesus Christ, you start fucking playing with.
There's a first.
You start playing with your balls. Let me show you fucking. I'll get you turned off real quick.
Listen, you're being rude. You're fake news.
Super.
Stop being rude. You're fake news.
Super excited to try this. It's a picture of Gorilla Glue, right? The two that mix together, whatever. Super excited to try this new brand of KY jelly on Valentine's Day. The guy at the store said we'll be inseparable after the first use. Oh, come on. I thought that was great. How could you not?
Rich Huff, cheers, clubbers. Din Scourge says, shot club. Smile Money says, Eric, because you or a bully in elementary school, and since
He still is.
Since you were like 12 in second grade.
Didn't make it right.
Should apologize for making fun of the girl that walked with the limp. Her name was not Ellen. Or
No,
Eileen.
it was
Or
Eileen. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's called Eileen.
What about the guy that had no legs that was in the water? Bob?
Well, the fucking guy laying on the floor on the ground with no arms and legs, Matt.
K-Dog Heart Club, Mr. Holster. Harmarsh, Two-Hearted Ale Club, and the Sunny Slips long ago. Cheers, clubbers.
Fuck, I even got
That was
cheers to him.
He fucking left that comment an hour ago. I bet you he thought he missed the club. Zeus.
Way to leave him hanging.
Cheers, brothers and sisters. Lost but never forgotten, we salute you.
I haven't heard from Zeus for a while, actually.
Zeus, real field, -10 and blizzard conditions here. He's in Texas. Did you see?
Whoa.
Did you see the 100 and something car pileup?
Oh yeah, I did. No, honestly, it's some days up here are better than others. Like I've honestly still been going out ice fishing, not nearly as much, maybe only twice a week compared to every day that I don't have Charlie. But it's been some days are pretty cold. Like today, it doesn't even feel that cold. Like temperature, what they're actually saying it is, it's not the coldest day. But just walking from my house to Eric's, my hands today, for some reason, I'm like, holy fuck, today is the worst day all year. Some days it just hits you worse than others. Today, it feels really cold up here. No, that's all you.
No.
Oh, I just say you come out with us one of these days, do some ice fishing. I'll smoke it. We'll cook it.
I bet you will smoke it.
Yeah, I'll smoke it. You can cook it. We can cook it.
Hey, you said you were gonna.
You could do a brew review on the ice with me.
You said you were gonna smoke it. I am.
Look, smoke. Tastes like trout. No, I know some trout lakes. I've been all over the place lately, to be honest.
Have you been up to Boulder?
Yeah? Why? Why do you ask that?
Boulder was always a pretty good place when me and my friend Joe used to go out.
That's one place that actually I've been doing all right on this year, but it's one lake that's not plowed, and I have to take my snowmobile and pull my sled, which is fine.
You go out to the dam and get on there?
Yeah. But then I go across half the lake. But that, I mean, a lot of people are driving out there on their trucks. I feel comfortable with the ice depth, but I don't know how well plowed it is anymore.
Well, you gotta have at least that one guy that
I've
prepared
seen
that shit for you.
No, I've seen plenty of trucks already out there on Boulder Lake, but I need a plowed. I want a plowed road. I don't want to get just stuck out on the ice, you know.
You know, it's the
But
worst.
I have a snowmobile too, so it's like I literally have a snowmobile made basically for ice fishing. So it's like, why not just go out there on my sled? The problem is I hate going out on my sled because I have to take it off the trailer. I have to hook everything up, and then drive out, and then put everything back on the trailer. It's just a lot more work than if I'm just driving my truck out right to where I want to drill a hole and then put up my ice house. So that's why I've been going to Fish Lake, because that's a very well plowed area. And actually, they do pretty good fishing. There really hasn't been a day, I think 2 days all year I've been skunked. And one day actually, it's only been one real skunk that I've never caught nothing. One day I caught stuff and I just didn't want to keep it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, that was not
Son of a bitch!
For the most part, I am always catching at least something that I get to keep and take home, clean up, and cook. Hey, you should put that up in UMD's art gallery. That looks very nice.
Okay, we need to get the fuck out of here.
His paper towel is hanging to the floor, and it's all twisted up, so you guys know.
DFC, cheers, Two-Hearted Ed Clubbers.
Cheers.
GFC. I hit the refresh button one time, and then we are gonna adios ourselves.
No. We're done with the video. I'm not adiosing myself.
I still got the pregame.
Keep working on your pregame. I got my after game.
Oh, I never scored this shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a. Okay.
I wanted to give it an 86. No, I'd say 8.6. It was pretty good. I want to say it's got to be more than 8.5. I don't know if I quite want to put it at a 9, but I'd say 86. And not like 86, get the fuck out of here. Like 86, it just sounded like a damn good number at the time. But it was good.
Okay, that works.
What'd you put it?
9.
9? Okay. I like the creaminess, the thickness of it.
Yeah, it's very drinkable. I mean,
I'd like the strength to be up a little higher.
yeah, if this was a 10 or more,
If it was a 10 or more, it would understand or constitute the flavors. I think the other thing with this is I think all the flavors, not that they're bad, but I think if they drew those flavors out a little bit more, you know, they enhanced them, made them a little stronger, I think this might have been a little bit better. I'm like, oh, now you're getting fancy. You're shutting off the fucking video with a button, too?
Yeah.
You don't even
No.
say bye, bitch.
no, that's the other camera.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think it's upstairs.
The backstage camera?
Yeah, the brown eye.
Are you doing 2 videos at once?
No, I turned that off. Oh yeah, I turned the fireplace off. Okay, there may or may not be a video ever again. Cheers.
You say that all the time.